Well, all right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Citizens of YouTube, Pastor Dow here. Hey, so we're really in a time of crisis. We really, truly are. This is going to be some type of holiday season. You know, they call it holidays. It's going to be some type of holiday season. This is my advice. My advice is stop wasting money. Stop spending. Don't go out here and do this pagan Christmas stuff again and buying all these gifts. Give them a greeting card or something like that and then just call it good. Don't go out here and help the box stores make their quota at the latter part of this year. Don't go out there making extraordinary, large purchases because it's not a need. It's not something you really need. Most people get confused wants from needs. If anything, you need to refocus and retool yourself and use this season, especially if you're a man and you do any type of hunting or fishing or whatever it may be. Use this particular season right here to gather food. Canning, if you got a winter garden. Storing, even if you have to go to some of these box stores, pick up extra canned goods. Pick up some high protein items, like some canned mackerel or some canned sardines, and even at that. And be careful about getting the ones with seed oils. Don't get the ones with seed oils. Get the good ones. The good ones are going to cost you maybe $1 to $2 more than the cheap stuff. But it's all about having calories whenever food is scarce and it's not available. You want to have good calories. If you own a homestead, you're in the wintertime, winter months. This is the time, somewhere along about when it turns January, usually after the first week of January, lumber prices plummet. And if you have a storage facility, the best thing for you to do is start going and buying those 2x4s or those 2x6s. Anything that's lumber. That'd be the best time for you to actually stock up, put in your storage area, room and stuff. If you have a building that you anticipate building or some projects to do or around the land, like buying landscaping timbers or even decking boards or whatever it is, load up on them. Because by the time summer comes again, the price is going to be off the chain. I don't think we're ever going to see. I remember the last time I bought 300 to 400 sheets of OSB. The last time I purchased them, I got them all at $5.85 a sheet. And I think we're just now at the end of using the last of it. Man, that barn is coming down, look. Yep, I think we're at the end of using the last of it. And that was over 4 or 5 years ago. So I'm keeping my eyes on these prices and stuff because we have some building we have to do in the future here. And the best thing for me to do is buy the lumber in the wintertime when the prices are low. People are not doing too much building. The demand is not high. Stack it up in the storage room. And stack it up as much as you can. Try to get enough to where you can comfortably build a house. Especially those 2x8x16s. When they go down, you definitely need to be on it. I'm just trying to help out here a little bit. This is what you need to do. Start focusing now. You see, the righteous always tends to plenty, and the wicked to want. The righteous is always looking ahead, planning ahead, to stay ahead, and they're doing whatever they can to make sure that themselves and the people that they're surrounded with are prospering. Downsize. But the biggest thing is stop unnecessary spending, especially if you don't have it. The other day I was listening to one of these financial programs on CNBC, and the average American family does not have $500 saved in their savings. That is appalling to me. $500. It used to be $1,000. Now they only have $500. It's off the chain the way everything is going. But see, this is the problem though. The American economy has done everything that it can possible, along with advertising and TV, to continue to keep putting these images and these sayings and these phrases up in front of the American people to get to persuade you and change your mind to be dependent upon the system. So when the system crashes, they full well know what people are going to do. But you have to understand, in the New World Order, they want, y'all remember the Georgia Guidestones? Most of you don't remember the Georgia Guidestones. But I remember, I think somebody blew them up or something, or destroyed them or something like that. But hey, let me tell you something. They still have it on their agenda to reduce the population here on this earth. And if you got to cause a riot for it to have that to take place in order for it to get done, they don't mind people dying, because that's less people you got to feed, that's less people you got to deal with. That's the way that this society functions. That's the way it's run. And they're not telling you that. They're banking on the ignorance of y'all out there being enemies one to another and one of another. You already got, look, I got a plethora of enemies, and my greatest enemies are the ones who I've done the most for. Now go figure that one out. Go figure that out. And it's sad. It really is sad. But hey, nevertheless, Yah has always allowed me to triumph over my enemies. Just like Hannah said, Yah is enlarging my mouth against my enemies. Hallelujah. Glory to the King. You're going to have enemies. You're going to watch those who mean evil for you. You're going to watch them fall. You're going to watch them fall right before your feet. And today people are banking on siding with Satan, using wickedness, because they don't have Yah as their source of defense and their refuge. So they have to lie, cheat, steal, falsify information, do whatever they can in order to sway the simple-minded people. It's just a simple thing. One witness cannot rise up against another. Offenses is always going to take people out. But you can't, listen, this is the time, like the book says, if you're going to have friends, you must first show yourself friendly. Hold on. Let me tell you something. This winter, work on changing your mind, the way you think. Go back and watch in my archive these old videos I got. I think I got 7,000 videos up. 7,000, where I talk about all things related to social, political, and economic and religious perspectives and point of view. All things. And I've had a lot of people, quite a few people, honor me by sending me thank you cards, letters, offerings. And a lot of them, not even in the faith. They just took my advice just for regular old homestead in their community. And man, they're enjoying it now. I often chuckle though, because you'll get 4 or 5 families out there in the secular world get together, and these families will all of a sudden be on the front page of news sources and all this other stuff, because they're getting together and they're starting a community, starting their own homestead, but they never call it a commune, all right? But anyway, that's what they're doing. And I've been doing this for over 30-something years. Ain't nobody out here trying to see what Pastor Dow's doing. Nope, you know the reason why? Because Jesus said, you shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. That's because we the real deal. Regardless. What kind of fools is that out there to be around a community like ours? And because all of a sudden they get a bitter taste in their heart and stuff, now all of a sudden there's something wrong with us. Hey, you just got finished seeing our tabernacle videos. Man, I'm telling you, man, look at all the testimonies these people put out about these tabernacle videos. Man, everybody's enjoying life. Literally was enjoying life and still enjoying life. Staying connected. Why would they have that light on like that? Man, I tell you. Let me tell y'all something. Smarten up, wise up. It ain't going to do you no good to try to save Federal Reserve notes because the dollar is plummeting almost on a weekly basis. Your purchasing power with the dollar has done evaporated. You cannot go out and buy the same amount of goods and services with the dollar as you used to. A $100 bill now has become the new 20. And that's bad. That's really, really bad. So whatever you do, get your priorities in order. Get a roof over your head. Make sure you have some good, reliable clothing. If you own a homestead or community, have an alternative heat source, i.e. mainly a wood stove. That's what you really need to be doing. That is what you really need to be doing. And make sure you have plenty of food. Plenty of food. Because America missed all these people. I just watched about 20 videos yesterday of watching all these people who are receiving SNAP benefits. Talk to the government, talk to the people, talk to the police, talk to everybody in the world like they are owed this. SNAP or food stamps, as we used to call them, EBT cards, all that other stuff, government subsidiaries, these are benefits. You're not owed anything. Nobody owes you nothing. But that's the mindset they have. And then they said they're going to go to the grocery stores. See, they can't come out here in these woods right here, what you see me driving through. There's food out here. But now they got to go to the grocery stores because these are not hunter-gatherers. These people are not thinking about being an agricultural people. They're not thinking about that at all. They used to going to the places where somebody else has done hunt, somebody else done killed and processed the food and put it on the shelf and package it up and put a dollar label on it. And the dollar label that is on the food product mean nothing now. Why? Because they've already told the whole world, we're going to get it. What is going to happen? Because the only way you can control a population is by food. So what is going to happen when these box stores shut tight and there's no food on the shelf? Oh, Pastor Dow ain't going to never be like that, Pastor Dow. What in the hell are you talking about? Okay. Y'all remember during COVID, people was running. You never thought how important toilet paper was. You see people go and empty the shelves of toilet paper. I mean empty the shelf. The first thing they do, go to the store and look and see if there's any toilet paper on the shelf. Did they have that down there in Georgia, baby? They did. Toilet paper, just gone. Totally gone. And you got people standing in line fighting each other over who's going to get the next toilet paper. They had toilet paper so scarce that when the shipment came in, they had a line and they were rationing it out. I shook my head. It went from that, then it went to toothpaste. Do you remember any other items it was? I started shaking my head. Couldn't believe it. Make sure you got a good, clean water source. I'm trying to just tell y'all, I'm trying to help y'all, but I can't do it for you. We didn't have to worry about no toilet paper on the community because we had almost like a storage unit full of it. We had a bunch of it out there. We didn't worry about no toilet paper. And what is going to be the next thing they're going to use to try to cause a riot amongst the people? If you think that your neighbor next to you, you call them neighbors, or these people on the same street of you in these population centers, these population cities, you think they're your friends? Oh yeah, okay. Wait when it comes down to either you or them. We'll see. And last but not least, keep yourself in shape. Train. Be proficient on firearms. Be proficient in knife fighting. Be proficient and keep yourself in shape. Work out so that you'll be ready, because you don't never know when the next conflict is coming your way. Somebody may want to try to come and try you. Be ready. Make sure you have enough longevity enough cardio inside of you that you can last at least 4, 5, 6 rounds. Because the normal people out here that don't do any exercise at all, they can't even last 30 seconds in a real fight. In a real fight, because you look at all these road rage videos. I saw one last night. This guy jumps out of his truck at a baseball bat. Big old guy too, talking major crap and stuff. When the other guy, who was like 6 inches shorter than him, but he was built, he was in shape, man, when he jumped out of that truck, man, that guy had that baseball bat in his hand. He walked up to him and took the bat out of his hand, threw it away, and then pushed him against his own damn truck. While his wife is sitting there looking. He was Billy Bad Butt until somebody got in his face. And that's a lot of people today. Everybody bad behind cameras, got mouths. But man, when it comes to real action, they ain't never been in no real action. They've never been in a real fight. They don't even know what it means to be in the real stuff. They don't know what it means. But boy, everybody tough with these words today. You better be able to defend your family, and you better hope you're surrounded by enough people that if y'all need to get together, man, I can go on all day with this. I can go on all day. I think y'all get the drift. Because I ain't going to sit there and spend the next 10 minutes talking about all this, because I'm telling you, I've already showed you by example. I have already showed you all by example for over 28 years of how to live this life, how to be about the Father's business, how to successfully do it. 28 something years. Stay faithful to y'all and obedient to him. Make sure you continue to keep listening to this voice right here, because this voice right here, remember, one man, by his wisdom, was able to deliver a city. I'm only concerned about the Most High's people. You listen to me, follow me as I follow Messiah, you'll always be in good hands. Always. Y'all has not left us without a witness. Hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. King coming.